So we haven't been filming a lot of videos because when I try to film them, they turn out like this. And I thought, you know what? We're going to just film them anyway, and they're going to be like this. And you might not really even hear me, but we'll film them anyway, right? Video, we're going to sing.
Say hi.
Okay.
Got a feeling I'm too
So, Brady and I are going to tell you how we went from not having any leaders on our team to suddenly having 6. But it wasn't like sudden, but we changed a few things. So, I became a different leader. I became a better leader. Do you know how I did this? I think you know. Okay, yeah. So, the first 4 years of being a leader, I was leading a team of about 50 to 100, maybe up to 150. And I thought that I had to be the leader. Like, I had to show them everything to do. I had to be the one to do it and show them how good I was because I was trying to prove myself as a leader. And I realized that in doing that, I was doing for others what they could have been doing themselves. Like, we would have these group appointments at my house where they could bring a few guests and I'd have some guests and we would sit together and I would be like, let me show you guys how to do this. I'll show you. And I always was leading. And one day I was tired and I said, why don't I just let them run it today? So I let them run the appointment. And they were so good at it, and I was like, dude, you were so good at it. Like, complimented them and told them like how great they were, because they legitimately were really that great. And for so long, I thought I had to be leading the whole thing, but it's one saying that changed my whole thinking, is that when you do for someone what they can do for themselves, you take away their self-esteem. And so after that appointment, what I realized is they felt really excited. They were excited to hear that I thought they were good, and they were excited to get a letter in the mail from me saying that they were great, because they were. Like, I mean, the women on my team were like, they're professional women. They come from corporate backgrounds, or they're sharp women, or say hi, Lulu.
Hi.
They're very sharp women, so, you know, they are super amazing. And so I just started to let them be amazing and then compliment them on their amazingness. And so after that, you know, it took a few months, but my nanny was the first one who she was always with me, and I was always just telling her how great she was, because she really was. But I had such a learning curve there where I realized, like, if I could give that same level of, like, attention and advice and, like, caring, like, words to other people, maybe they would also become directors, because she became one of my first leaders. So a director on my team, or in our company, is someone that leads a team of over 24, but I usually say it takes about 50 to get you to director, because not everyone on your team is like doing something. So I say get 50. Ooh, I love it. Can you make us some food, please, in the kitchen and then bring it over?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So that was number one, what I did. And the second thing that I did, one of the big leaders in our company, she said, you know what, I really recommend that you go to this direct selling women's association training. And I just turned my Cadillac, and she said, thank you so much. So good. Broccoli is yummy. She said, so I recommend that you go to this training. So I went to this training. I paid $1,000. I went to Arizona. It was a 3-day training. And what I got from that training was that as leaders, what do you got, sweetie? As leaders, it's important to, here, let's put this way. It's important not to tell people what to do, but to listen to them, because women intrinsically know what they need to do. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's not rocket science. Direct sales is not rocket science. So women know what they need to do, and so they don't want us to be like telling them what to do. I hate when someone tells me what to do. I just don't know why. I just don't like it. I like to do my own thing. So I get it. Like, I understand that, but I learned there that you're supposed to ask women questions and let them arrive at their own answers. So you ask questions not starting with the word why, but who, what, where, when, how. Why is bad because it's like you're accusing them of something. So you ask questions like, so, you know, and they're like, I'm just not where I am in my business. Okay, what do you attribute that to? These are questions I ask all the time. What do you attribute that to? Well, you know, I didn't get enough bookings this week. Okay, what do you have to do to get some more? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, what were you doing when you were having a lot of success in your business? What is it that you were doing differently? Okay, and what do you attribute to right now? Like, what's different that's changed? So instead of feeling like I had to have all the answers, because like that's what I always thought, is I had to get a cute hat. I used to always think I have to you silly wiggle. I used to have all the right answers, but now I realize that I don't have to have all the answers. I literally can ask them, because they know what they need to do, and they arrive at their answers, and when they arrive at their own answers, they will take action. When you give them answers, they won't take action on that. They will forget it. They won't move forward. So it's so important to let them arrive at their own answers. They get their own solution, and they just really wanted to vent. It's like when you call your mom to complain about something. You don't really want her to give you like advice. You just want her to listen. And at the end, you're like, got that off my chest. I'm good, and you move on. It's the same kind of idea, is that, you know, unless they're truly coming to you for training, which they do come for training occasionally, and they'll ask me like specific questions, but a lot of times they really like know. They know what they need. So So those were kind of two of the things I changed. Number one, I stopped trying to be a leader and like lead everyone and show them what to do. And number two, I went to that direct selling women's association training. And I think the last thing that I did, it was about 7 months ago. I sat down with a consultant on my team. She had been sitting on my team for 7 years. This lady, I didn't even know she was on my team. This is how much time had passed. And I invited my whole team. I treat my team, that people that aren't necessarily doing a ton, I invite them to like guest events to get a model makeover. Well, she came to one. She brought her daughter. And she rolls into my appointment, and I looked at her and I was like, dude, who's this lady? She's so sharp. I'm like, what? And I was like, so like, tell me about you. Like, why did you fell off my team? Or she was on my team, and then I think she fell off. Like a year had passed. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. And so after I gave my presentation, she's like, maybe I should get back into this. I'm like, maybe we should meet for coffee. Because like she was like ridiculously awesome, So ridiculously awesome. So I decided to meet her for coffee. And so we're sitting at coffee, and she tells me her story that she's a single mom and she's an anti-money laundering investigator, and she has 2 girls, and she works really hard, but she really would love to be home with them. And as she's talking, I was like, if there was a solution for you, would you be interested in something like that? Because I really believe that I can help you. And I mean that like wholeheartedly. Like I now know that I can literally change someone's life. Like this is my passion. Like if a woman wants out of her situation, no matter where she lives in the country, like I can help her because I know the system. I know how to do it. I have the training. I know what to do. So I said that to her. I said, I would love to work really closely with you. Like we can talk by phone. We can work together. But I believe in 6 months you can have a totally different paycheck and you can be a director. Oh, Brady wants to talk right now. What do you want to say, honey? What do you want to say? Lizzie's talking. Okay, Brady wants me to share with you how to be really good and get that car. So this goes exactly along the lines of what I told that girl when I was sitting with her. So what I told her is how to be really good and get that car. As I said, listen, you got to get 2 appointments booked today. We're going to have to get a lead source for you, so ask everybody you know, get them for appointments. We're going to play a fabulous game. We're going to get referrals going. From there, we're going to get some lead jars out. Enter to win. We're going to get as many as we can, maybe 20. We'll get lead jars out, so you have a source of leads coming in from lead jars. Then we'll play the fabulous game, and those 2 together should get you going. So that's what we did. I sat with her. I showed her, like, here's what you do. Here's how you book them. And that's, like, the kind of hands-on thing that I do with everyone on my team. Like, anyone that tells me they really want to move up, like, that's what I do. I'm, like, all in. Like, let's sit together for an hour. Let's book appointments. Okay. Oh, you don't know what to say next? When someone messages you, call me. I'll tell you what to say next. So, anyway, so that's what I did. And to that day of that conversation, 6 months later, she had become a director. And now she earned her free car. And her life is changed. And she's going to be retiring from her corporate job. And so that's, like, my passion. Like, that's what I, like live for, is the idea that, like conversations like that, you can change someone's world. And when you work really closely with them, you can show them the way. Like I showed her what to do, and then she followed, and then she did it. So I don't do stuff for people. Like I think if you do for someone what they can do themselves, you take away their self-esteem. So today I have 6 offspring directors, and then I have 3 second-line offspring directors, and we're building a national area, and we have I think we have 3 DIQs in the second line, and I'm working on finding more, and our goal is to finish it this year. Fingers crossed. We're gonna work really hard, huh, Lulu? We gotta work. Mommy's gotta go book some more appointments, like right now.
So, wanna see my mom's new car? What? I didn't hear you. Okay, let's go. I'm in the garage right now. I was that. There. Well. See it? Oh, I'm just pointing it at the tire. Sorry. Check it out. Like it? If you like it, just send me a message. Now, the advice is to get one of those cars is to book a lot of appointments. Like 1,000 or 100 or 98 or 99 or 1,000 and a million or 10,019. Never give up, never quit when you're trying to get a new car. Always be nice to people. If you don't even go to appointments, you'll never get a new car, right?
Yeah, that's good advice.
And if you stay home with your kids and never go to work, you'll never ever get a new car. You'll have to keep driving in the old one.
Yeah, that's good advice. Yeah, how about Mommy, when I leave to go to work, does that make you upset that I go to work? Or are you proud of me because I earned a car?
I'm proud because you earn cars. If you want, we can make more videos for you to watch. We'll make them as much as you like.
Yeah, because we love making videos. They're
We
super
love it.
fun. We love it.
And if you want to be in one, just come to our house.
Yeah.
308.
That's our address. Just come anytime.
If you want.
If you want.
And if you have kids, that's great.
Yeah, bring the kids with you too. Right?
Because I love kids.
Well, I love
I'm even
kids
a kid.
too. How old are you?
5.
He's 5.
And how old are your kids?
Oh.
That's a great age.
That is a great age.
Bye.